home. We got diesel or some of that homegrown. Sit back in your throne, turn off your phone, cause this is our zone. Videos, televisions, 64s, PlayStations, wherever you're listening to the streets. Down your aerial.
Yo, what's going on everyone? It's your boy Sixpad back in the place, about to give you the first reaction to The Streets. None of us are getting out of this life alive. The lead singer of The Streets is from Birmingham, Mike Skinner, and from what I've read, he's actually doing this album alone but under The Streets name, so it will be interesting to hear. Now I have heard a few songs from this. I've heard Call My Phone, Thinking I'm Doing Nothing Better, I think it was called Falling Down. Another track did release with Donae'o, but I haven't heard that one yet. I really like Call My Phone, Call My Phone, Thinking I'm Doing Nothing Better. I don't know why I just did that on camera. That was shameful, but yeah, that song is good. I really like Tame Impala's bit and contribution to the track. It's a really good kind of like, not feel good, but it's like kind of that weird kind of vibe, but it's my kind of vibe, like I like it. We're not going to waste any more time, we're just literally going to get into it.
I don't like my country.
Neither do I.
When I was a young boy, I painted my room black. Closer and taller, it makes me feel sure. Calling me, start getting out of this life alive.
That's right.
Universe, start getting out of this life alive.
I thought with this. Ooh, what's this? What's this? Hey, this is a rave tune, you mad?
I wish you loved you as much as you love him.
Ooh.
I wish you loved you as much as you love him.
Yes.
The people never change, they just
I really like he's, I feel like he's like holding the guitar string and like going, like when you hold it like really hard, I think it makes that kind of noise, and I like that kind of like, it's not reverb, it's like the boing. I like that kind of thing in the, I don't know why I just did that either. I'm doing a lot of silly stuff. It's late, I'm tired. That in the beat is kind of is very prominent, and it's very kind of, it's annoying, but it's lovely.
I wish you loved you as much as you love him.
One more time, listen.
I wish you loved you as much as you love him.
Nah, this is the banger of that album.
Talk around my Bex till the sky is pink. But she talks about her ex so much, even I miss him.
Policy and that minimum respect. I don't want no stress. I don't need me a pest.
Go on, Ms.
And
Banks.
if you lay down with dogs, babe, then you're gonna need a vet. See, they no, I ain't gonna allow you, mate. Not even a little. I'm from M&S, babes. You got a better chance of littles.
If you don't know how much I am worth, then you can't afford me.
I like this song.
Zero. Did my learning in Birmingham. Again, I tell you, I don't party hardly. Move on. I know something you did, but I can't say out. Because of let's say how I found out.
I like this. What did she do? What did they do?
Feels something like a board game, socks and ladders. Woke up when the night was leaving, the morning lying.
Memory slide, memory slide. Best things in life. Plastic cups and no chasers. Looking for love in wrong places. Faced it, just got ups and laters. I don't give up cause I'm patient. You can stay up, fuck the neighbors, wait cause avoid the changes, we're peaking. Up for days, we ain't sleeping. I'm in the days is increase the energy I wanna keep. Yeah, I know you wanna let the phone die. Memory slide.
Oh my god.
Eskimo Ice. Hennessy Ice. Festival high.
Oh, it took me out and then it dragged me back in. Oh my god. Listen, I literally felt like I was like, you see when it done that little break of that. I thought literally I was like this. Like I felt like I was floating in space. Like, and then it just went zoom, like, and pulled, like, drawed me back in. Mad.
My phone is always in my hand. If you think I'm ignoring you, I am.
The way he rhymes shouldn't fit with the song, but it does. And it's just so, it speaks to his talent. Done it on I Know Something You Did. He done it on the last track. Like, his inflections that he uses just shouldn't work, but they do. I don't get it. I want to get it, but I don't. Like, he's just so talented.
I only want one thing from her, personality. Only's always in my hand. If you think I'm ignoring you, I am.
Hold on, did I just bait myself out? Shit. We got Dapz on the map.
Press decline, she can't accept that. Phone is always in my hand. Out of the blue, start seeing red things. I'm out of order, then it gets out of hand. Cause you can't take the disrespect to ignore me, but I'm not ignorant.
Listen. Do you know how proud I am right now? Like, do you know, like, I don't think people understand how big the streets are. Yes, they're from the UK, but they are worldwide success. Bruv, Dapz on the map. Birmingham, stand up. Listen, Birmingham is the greatest city in the world, you know. I tell everyone this. And look, I know all you London people and all you other people are like, oh, but Birmingham is literally the greatest city in the world, and we back our own. You get me? Who have you lot got, blood? Like, you lot have got a cheat code because everything's around ya. We don't have anything around us, and we are still sick, and we're better than you. Remember I told ya, Birmingham is the best city in the world, and I die in a hill saying that.
Don't know why you unlock my phone, but lock my phone black in a blink of an eye. But iPhone X is high, I'm on 10%, but my let it die. Oh my. Well, FaceTime missed calls from the gang, but they don't watch face because they know where I stay.
There's several ways that this is gonna go bad.
Down here phoning, still stay fully focused. Still in love with your progress. Pick your poison. If it's you, then I'm all in.
See, I like to go my own way.
We both say goodbye, but then walk in the same direction.
If she can't move on, that's her problem. I'm good, that's her delay.
We both say goodbye, but then walk in the same direction.
Like the sky moves back like tinted windows, revealing tomorrow like a deathly cough. I tell no lies, he's easy to remember. Pocket the keys from him.
I've heard the next track Falling Down, so we're just going to skip past that.
This one, no time to be taken, make for it run. Woke up when the night was leaving the morning, lying on my bed, the illusion of a spiral staircase falling by and to no end. Not you seeing too far down the road, unless of course the world is incredibly flat. But if you want to do a conspiracy, there's an edible for that. I'm glad I'm not that guy. With your hand above the fold, you're a scandal in the press. There's powers in your flowers, you're a damsel in distress. Take me as I am, hey, or watch me as I go. Take me as I am, or watch me as I go.
So that was The Streets. None of us are getting out of this life alive. Now, that last track, I've just actually looked at it, and it was actually on Chris Lorenzo's 2019 tape, so I think it's just kind of like a joint thing. I did like that. Obviously, as I said, I'm in my house, so it's not popping off, but I can imagine at a rave it does go off. Now, when I was listening to this album, you know, obviously track 1, beautiful track, as I said, love Tame Impala's contribution to it. Track 2, it was them hard hitting drums, just hard hitting drums. When it sounded like, you know, Mike was kind of like drunk, like, you know, none of us are getting out of this life. Like I could imagine him with like 2 beers in his hands. I had it very like passive aggressive for that second track. Then we had track 3, and listen to it again. It's a banger. This is the best track on the album, by the way. Oh my god! Listen, listen. Ooh, what's it called? Okay, it's called I Wish You Much As You Loved Him. Oi, listen, banger, different gravy, that song is just, as I said, it sounded like he's grabbed like the guitar string or like a band, I don't know what he's grabbed some kind of string and he's just holding it as tight as he could and then plucking it, but it's like very annoying because it's making that kind of sound, but this speaks to Mike Skinner's talent. He's making it into like an instrument that's bearable on a track. Like, it's noticeable, and trust me, it is annoying to me, but because it's backed by the song and the drums and whatnot, it's just and then Donae'o's contribution to the song as well is sick, you know. And then we got this girl, Greentea Peng. Don't know who that is, but you can sing. You are an angel. Keep doing your thing. Then we had, you know, You Can't Afford Me. That was a funny track. Had a couple lines, you know, kind of witty, that made me chuckle, you know, about when Ms.Banks was like, what did she say? Something about she's M&S, you need to go Lidl. Mike Skinner said something as well in the song, and I can't remember, but it was funny. Like, track 5. Now, track 5 was I Know Something You Did. Now, I love the kind of rhyme scheme in this track. He's singing it dramatically, like, that's how I found out. Like, him going that high is like, wow, what did they do? Like, did they kill someone? Did they sleep with somebody? Did they have an effect? Like, we want to know as a listener. And the thing is, I really like the track because, like, it has you on edge throughout the whole of it, and you don't find out what the person did, but like, I still want to know what they did. That's a very good track to me. One of the highlights on this album. Track 6, oh my god, the beat drop. Listen to the way the beat goes in, man. That beat drop is ridiculous. And then, you know, when it switches up as well, and then, you know, as I said, to me, it felt like I literally went like out and I was in space. I felt like I was in space, and then bam, I weren't. Like, it was mad. Like, it was mad. And it sucks you back in. It's just a beautiful. Phone is always in my hand as well. Was it big? Can I just say big up Dapz on the map, man. Big him up, man. Like, he's been doing this thing since I was in secondary school, which was like 2000. I started secondary school 2009. Like, and I remember, like, I don't know if he's doing it from 2009, but I remember, you know, hearing of him and like listening to some of his stuff and that. He's been doing this music thing for time. And I'm so glad, like, you know, he got this kind of you know, feature and kind of nod. But yeah, more to the negative side of the album, you know, same direction. It's very kind of slow. Sounded like it was recording at like 0.75 speed. I didn't really like Jimothy Lascott. I didn't like him. His voice weren't really soothing to me. It was more kind of draining. So I listened to 8 tracks out of 12, so it wasn't that bad. You know, I think for The Streets' first album in, I think it's 11 years, I feel like it was a good comeback. Hopefully they're not gone for too much longer. You know, it's not their best work. It's not original pirate material. It's not a Grand Don't Come For Free. It's not any of those albums that were released before. It's definitely not that. It's definitely a now more sound. Like, it's like, if you played me all them albums, I could tell you which one was old and which one was the newest if I didn't know. This one incorporates a lot of kind of newer sounds and stuff like that. So what I'd have to say is, The Streets, none of us are getting out of this life alive. I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7. Purely just because, once again, it's not their best piece of work. It's not a bad piece of work either. I did enjoy it, but when you say things like a Grand Not Come For Free, I'm thinking of 8s. You know, original pirate material is a 9 to me. Like, so this one isn't. It's not better than a Grand Not Come For Free, and it's not better than original pirate material. So I'd have to put it in that kind of 7.5 bracket. It's good, but it's not great. Yeah, The Streets, man, such a great group. Mike Skinner, big up Birmingham. Dapz on the map, big up Birmingham. Anyone else on there that's from Birmingham, big you up. You get me? London, you're not that good. Even though Ms.Banks and Donae'o, you did your bits, but still, no. That's been it from me. As I said, hopefully they're not gone for too much longer. You know, hopefully we don't have to wait another 10 years for another album, because I wouldn't like that personally. You know, I did like this, and I will be coming back to it. And yeah, that's been it. You know, that's it. Just like leave. It's getting really awkward now, and you're just still here. Like, yeah, like you're still here. So like, you know, you can leave. You can go. Go.